The White House is under growing pressure about the future of President Biden's re-election campaign and his health.
After the debate, did the president get examined by a doctor or did he get a neurological scan?
A neurological scan?
Even Democrats are now airing their concerns. One Democratic House lawmaker reached out to CBS News to say, quote, "A large group with a broad swath of the caucus are deeply concerned about the president's ability to win this race," unquote. That in addition to a Texas congressman now calling for the president to get out of the race. CBS News spoke exclusively to Vice President Kamala Harris about those calls as she was leaving a fundraiser. She did not answer directly, but said this instead.
Joe Biden is our nominee. We beat Trump once, and we're going to beat him again.
The vice president went on to say she is proud to be President Biden's running mate. Meanwhile, the Biden-Harris team is also trying to play a bit of offense, saying former President Trump presents a threat to democracy, and they say that threat is even more profound after the Supreme Court's presidential immunity decision.
We have to take seriously the stakes of this election in terms of the thought that we could have a president in the White House who thinks he's immune and able then to make decisions with that office that include weaponizing the Department of Justice against his political enemies or being a dictator on day one.
CBS News' Weijia Jiang joins us from the White House. And Weijia, I understand the president just spoke off camera about the debate. What did he say?
Major, that's right. At a fundraiser tonight, President Biden apologized to supporters for his debate performance and said it wasn't very smart to make back-to-back trips to Europe right beforehand. He said, quote, "I didn't listen to my staff and then I almost fell asleep on stage," a performance that has now Democrats questioning his political future. Tonight, as President Biden takes aim at Donald Trump over climate change.
My predecessor and the MAGA Republicans in Congress are trying to undo all this progress.
Members of his own party are targeting his re-election campaign. Texas Representative Lloyd Doggett is the first Democratic member of Congress to publicly call for Biden to step down following his debate performance.
We must have the strongest possible candidate, and I don't believe that's Joe Biden. We can provide a candidate who is a genuine new alternative to the criminality of Donald Trump.
The Biden campaign says it raised $127 million in June and insists Biden's support among voters has not changed. But Congresswoman Angie Craig is not convinced.
I'm talking to a number of my colleagues in the Congress right now, and I think we need to let the president think about whether he wants to continue moving forward.
Another House Democrat tells CBS News a large group of lawmakers are hoping he will make the right decision to transition out and find the candidate to do this, as constituents blast them with questions about Biden.
And,
Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said this about Biden's health.
He has a bad night. Now, again, I think it's a legitimate question to say, is this an episode or is this a condition?
In response, the White House said the president had a cold and a bad night.
Was he taking any medication that would have interfered with his
He
performance?
was not taking any cold medication.
After the debate, did the president get examined by a doctor or did he get a neurological scan?
Just to take a step back, it was a bad night. We understand that it was a bad night.
Tonight, a top Biden aide tells CBS News he has not received a neurological scan or exam. And the White House is stressing that Biden can handle the job, announcing a flurry of events, traveling to Wisconsin and Pennsylvania in the coming days, holding a press conference next week, and speaking to Democratic governors tomorrow. Major.
Weijia Jiang, thank you.